African parents and teachers still beating children as a form of discipline? Short answer, yes, far more often than many people admit. But the real question is, does it work? Should it continue? And how can societies shift towards healthier ways of raising children? Across many African countries, corporal punishment, whether it's spanking, caning, or smacking, is still widely practiced at home and in some schools. But why? Because for generations, people believed the cane produces discipline. It was seen as a sign of love, of guidance, of preparing a child for a tough world. But today, things are changing. Research across the world, including in Africa, shows something important. Corporal punishment might create short-term obedience, but it often leads to long-term fear, low confidence, aggression, and damaged trust between children and adults. Many adults who grew up with the cane say, "I turned out fine," but many also admit, "I wish my parents understood me instead of scarring me." And that's the key point. Children may behave out of fear, not out of understanding. Several African countries have already banned corporal punishment. But banning alone isn't enough, because traditions don't disappear just because a law says so. If people don't understand why change is needed, the practice simply goes underground. Tradition is powerful, but tradition can and should evolve. You don't have to abandon an African upbringing to raise children without violence. So how do we move forward? Parents and parents-to-be need to be educated through workshops, church groups for instance, community meetings, spaces where parents learn discipline techniques that actually work, training for teachers, give teachers classroom management skills that don't rely on fear. Community role models, for instance, also. Celebrate parents who show that discipline can be firm but not violent. Laws that protect children and support parents, not laws that punish parents, but laws that guide society towards healthier practices. Let's be honest and have open conversations about the issue. Real change can only begin when families honestly ask themselves, is this helping my child or simply repeating what happened to me? The debate isn't about African versus Western parenting. It's about building a future where African children grow with discipline, self-confidence, a sense of safety, and trust for their primary caregivers. Tradition can stay, but the violence has to go today.